Good afternoon, all of you, my dear legendary students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, see the biomolecules we're discussing. The biomolecules are biomolecules. Biomolecules are the word which molecules are responsible for the life. The biomolecules are the word which molecules are responsible for the life. That molecules are known as biomolecules. Without a biomolecules, there is no life. Without a biomolecules, there is no life. So these biomolecules are mainly responsible for the life in every organism. So these biomolecules, what are the biomolecules are there? Okay, so you know very well, carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, enzymes, that means minerals and vitamins are there. These are the biomolecules which are responsible for for the life. Okay, so mainly you know very well. See, what are the biomolecules are there? So the biomolecules is nothing but the biomolecules, the chemicals or molecules present in the living organisms are known as biomolecules. Already told you. Which molecules are for the live organisms is known as biomolecules. So these biomolecules, some of the total different type of biomolecules are there, like compounds, ions, and cell is called. So you know very well. Okay, so that is called what bio. The sum of different types of biomolecules like compounds and ions are present is called a cellular pool. The cell which contains all these biomolecules like carbohydrates, like protein, like lipids, minerals, etc., oxygen, carbon dioxide, everything present in the biomolecules. So these biomolecules which are made up of mainly the element is already told. What is an element? Carbon is a major player role. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, okay, sulfur. These are the major elements are present in the biomolecules. In that, out of these one, biomolecules are the compound of carbons. Hence, the chemistry of living organisms is organized around carbon to carbon, the most versatile and the most predominant element of the life. Without a carbon, there is no structure now. Without a carbon, there is no formation of carbohydrate. For example, you must be take what is that? Carbon you should take carbohydrate. Take, for example, C6H12O6. This is a glucose. Without a glucose, we can't live. Is it right or not? Am I audible, ma? Hello, Monica.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So without a biomolecule, so without a carbohydrate, without a glucose, there is no life. There is no there is no energy. There is no energy. There is no energy. What happened now? There is no life. Okay, that's why each and every the most of the versatile, almost the predominant element of the life of the carbon is constituted. Okay, here the element in non-living at the crust and living matter, you must be observed what are the elements. For example, hydrogen is non-living 0.14, and whereas in living matter, the hydrogen level, hydrogen percentage, so you know very well how much now 0.5. 0.5 in living matter is there, the carbons. Carbon 0.03 in the living organism, that means 0.33% of the carbon there in the environment. But whereas in living matter, the carbon, how much? 18.5% of the carbon is present. And oxygen, remembering one thing, oxygen. So that's why the body which contains nearly which of the element which is more element is there, that is the oxygen gas is more. How much percent? In environment, 46.6%. Nearly non-living earth crust, which contains how much more? 46.6%. A living matter in the environment only, the environmental air only, what happened, ma'am? 21%. Remaining earth crust, that is which contains total we concluded 46.6%. And living matter, what happened? 65. Okay, 65% of the oxygen which is there now. Okay, in nitrogen, non-living earth crust which is 0, very less. A living matter, 3.3%. Sulfur 0.03 and living matter, okay, 0.3%. And sodium 2.8 living earth crust, whereas in living matter 0.2% will. The calcium 3.6 in our body, living matter 1.5. Magnesium, okay, 2.1 and living matter 0.1 also. Silicon very less in our body, living matter 27.7% is in living earth crust which are. This is the component, this is the element required for the whatever. So carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur is mainly important for that. So this is okay. Now let us go to what are the types of biomolecules. Biomolecules are, you know very well. See, what are the biomolecules now? Mainly biomolecules, already told the definition. The biomolecules are which molecules are responsible for the life or organism is known as biomolecules. These biomolecules are divided into two types. One is inorganic biomolecules and organic biomolecules. Inorganic nothing but minerals, gases and water. And organic means what? Carbohydrates, lipids, amino acids, proteins, enzymes, nucleotides and vitamins. These are all the biomolecules. What are the biomolecules are there? Come on, tell me in two types are there. Okay, inorganic and organic. Okay, now inorganic biomolecules. What is that, ma? Come on, tell me, Jabin.
Minerals, gases, water.
Okay. Organic.
Carbohydrates,
Carbohydrates,
lipids,
lipids, amino acids, proteins,
acids,
enzymes, nucleotides, nucleic acids.
proteins.
Only one person. Anyone can say. So,
Okay.
just now I told you. So, please mute yourself. Okay. See, the carbohydrates are, these carbohydrates are, okay now. The carbohydrates and lipids and amino acids, proteins, enzymes, nucleotides, nucleic acids and vitamins are mainly this biomolecules. So now, based upon the molecular weight, based upon the molecular weight, so what happened, ma? See, these biomolecules are mainly two types. How many types, ma? Two types are. One is micromolecules and second one is macromolecules. One is micromolecule, second one is a macromolecule. Macromolecules. What are those? What is meant by macro? Micro nothing but small or low molecular weight. Small in size, low molecular weight. Between the how much Dalton they made up of? Okay, so they made up of 18 to 800 Daltons. How much, ma? 18 to 18 and 800 Daltons are there. This is found in the acid soluble pool also. In the micromolecules, what is the main character? Small size, small in size, low molecular weight, approximately between 18
Between
100 Daltons,
800
which is present in the acidic soluble pool. What are the micromolecules we already known? Okay, what are those, ma'am? You know very well. One is minerals, okay, gases, water, sugars, amino acids, and nucleotides. These are all the what ma body will require macromolecules. What are those? Minerals, gases, water, amino acids, and vitamins.
Sugars.
So one of the
Nuclear.
molecules which is required. Okay, and macromolecules. What are the macromolecules are there? They are in large sized, high molecular weight. Large sized and high molecular weight. So, which made up of nearly, okay, I want to tell you 10,000 daltons. How much ma? 10,000 daltons are there.
10,000.
It is found in, you know very well, acidic, this is found in acid insoluble pool. Whereas a micromolecule, they are soluble in pool, whereas a macro, they are not soluble. They are not soluble, that's why insoluble in pool. So that's why, example, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. These are all the macromolecules. They require a huge quantity. They are in large in size, high molecular weight, nearly approximately 10,000 daltons per day. They are insoluble. This is not very important. This biomolecules. And next one, see, you know very well. Okay, the major complex of biomolecules of the cells. Okay, what happens? Biomolecule is building blocks. The protein building blocks is known as what amino acid. Already told you. The structurally, functionally unit of the protein is known as what amino acid. Okay now. So what is the major function of the protein? So the body should be built by compulsory proteins are there. Muscles are built by compulsory proteins. Muscle contraction compulsory protein. The locomotion compulsory protein. So for the every reaction, it's a required protein. The basic structure and function of the cell is known as amino acids. This is a biomolecule. That's macromolecule. And next one, what I mean DNA. Okay, so DNA, what is the building block? How to made up of DNA? How to made up? DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid. This DNA which is made up of what now? So you know very well, deoxyribonucleotides. What ma? The DNA which contains what ma? Deoxyribonucleotide.
Ribonucleotide.
So in this here, what is the DNA building blocks are there here? What happened now? So ribose sugar is there, a bit sugar. Okay, phosphorus is there, plus what happened now? Nitrogen bases. Nitrogen bases are there. So the nucleotide, the group of sugar plus phosphorus plus nitrogen bases is known as what happened now? To be form of nucleotide. The group of nucleotides to be form of DNA. Okay, now what is mainly the DNA? It is to what happened now? To transfer the information, transfer the message from one generation to another generation. To transfer the message from parents to their offsprings. Parents to their offsprings. That's why it is responsible for the hereditary information carrying. The DNA which is carries out hereditary information, which is carries from one parents to their offsprings. So generation to generation, this carries by the DNA. Okay, so once I repeat, DNA building blocks, deoxyribonucleotides. Nucleotide means sugar, phosphorus, and nitrogen bases. We'll discussing about that in detail. And RNA. What is the RNA? Ribonucleic acid. So this is deoxyribonucleic acid. Here, what deoxyribose is there? The RNA nothing but ribonucleic acid. This RNA which contains what? Ribonucleotides. What? Ribonucleotides are there. These ribonucleotides, which is same. What happened? Ribose sugar is there, phosphorus is there, nitrogen bases. Okay, so this is one very. So mainly, what is the function of RNA? Okay, acha, you know very well the RNAs are different types of things. mRNA, tRNA, rRNA. We'll discuss it.
RRNA.
Our topic is there. We will discuss it both. Mainly, remembering one thing, the ribose, this RNA, which is responsible for what? So protein synthesis. What is that, man? The responsible for the protein synthesis. The responsible for what, man? Protein synthesis. Remembering one thing. Protein synthesis. In this protein synthesis, how to form of proteins? Come on, tell me. Transcription and translation. Transcription, the DNA message, the DNA is converted into mRNA, that is transcription. mRNA to polypeptide chains are formed, that is what called transcription. Transcription and translation, proteins are formed, body buildings are formed. Okay, the body should be done. This is what the RNA. Next one, what are carbohydrates? That means polysaccharides. Polysaccharides, monosaccharides, what happened, ma'am? You know very well. Disaccharides. Polysaccharides building blocks. Monosaccharides. Polysaccharides are made up of what, ma'am? You know very well, that is monosaccharides. What is the major function of polysaccharide? Storage. Storage, production of they storage their energy. They are responsible for the production of energy. Already told you, one carbohydrate to oxidize to release how much energy, ma'am? 4.2 kilocalories energy. How much, ma'am? 4.2 kilocalories energy they produce. This is one term. Storage form of the energy response. Okay, now let us come to the point. Lipids. Okay, what are the structurally functional unit of the lipids? The structurally functional unit of the lipids is known as fatty acids and glycerol. What, ma'am? Fatty acids and glycerol is there. So this
Glycerol.
yes. This is mainly lipids are. These lipids are mainly which is present in the which is storage in the tissue, that is adipose tissue. Adipose tissue. So this is the lipids, but it is also storage form of the energy. It is also storage form of the energy to to store it for the long time. Where we require a lot of energy, we taking from the. This is the major complex of the biomolecules, which is cells. Once I repeat, structurally functional unit of the proteins is known as amino acids. Structurally functional unit of the DNA is known as deoxyribonucleotide, and the structurally functional unit of the RNA is called ribonucleotide. Structurally functional unit of the polysaccharides is known as monosaccharides. Structurally functional unit of the lipids is known as what? Fatty acids and glycerol. Fatty acids and glycerols, you know. So okay, and we observed. See, we observed here what happened, ma'am. So here phosphorus is there. Here nitrogen base is there. That means nitrogen base. Here sugar is there. So this is called what happened, ma'am. You know very well. So this is what we can call it. C. Okay. So in this, this is a phosphorus, sugar, nitrogen base. Already told you, nucleotide. What is nucleotide? Phosphorus, sugar, nitrogen base. Phosphorus, sugar, nitrogen base is known as what, ma'am? Nucleotide. We are discussing here. So that is one very important thing. Next, what is the sugar structure? For example, in the sugar structure, remembering one thing. In the sugar structure, remembering one thing. What is the difference between deoxyribose and ribose? Deoxyribose and ribose. Deoxy, D means removal of oxygen, whereas ribose, C, whereas ribose second carbon, OH is there, water molecule is there. From the OH, removal of one hydrogen from the ribose in form of deoxyribose. This is a sugar is one of the pentose sugar, okay, ribose and deoxyribose, which are the deoxyribose is the DNA sugar, ribose is a RNA sugar. Okay, so this is what very important. And nitrogen bases. What are the nitrogen bases? Nitrogen bases are mainly two types of them. Purines and pyrimidics are there. But purines and pyrimidics are there. That is what.
Pyramid.
What are the nitrogen bases? Nitrogen bases are mainly two types of them. One is purines and second one is pyrimidines. Pyrimidines. Okay. Pyrimidines are there. These pyrimidines, what are the purines are there? Okay, purines are what happened now singular. Purines, you know very well. This is adenine and guanine. Adenine and guanine is there, and pyrimidines. It is a see here. This is a parent compound. This is also parent compounds. Adenine and guanine. So this adenine and guanine is a double rings. Two rings are there, man. Adenine and guanine are what, man? Two rings are there. And this one very important. Okay, and the pyrimidines, the cytosine. Okay, uracil and thymine. Thymine is a which is a what happened now? Which is the pyrimidine thymine, which is present in the DNA, and uracil, which is present in the what happened now? See, in RNA. Okay, now so these are the nitrogen bases. What are the nitrogen bases are there? These nitrogen bases. These nitrogen bases are mainly two types: pyrimidines, purines and pyrimidines. Purines are two rings which is made up of purines are there. We're discussing about DNA and RNA, right? So, and this, okay, pyrimidines are only single ring pyrimidines are there. Okay, purines are adenine, guanine, common in DNA, RNA, whatever it may be. Whereas in RNA and DNA, pyrimidines are what happens? Cytosine and thymine is there. Whereas in RNA, cytosine, uracil cell. In RNA, thymine is replaced by uracil. Okay, this is what very important about the nitrogen bases and okay. So here we should study what happened. See here, deoxyribonucleotides are there. This is a structurally functional unit of the DNA. See, sugar is there, phosphorus is there, and what happened? These are completely the structure is called deoxyribonucleotides are there. Nucleotides means sugar, phosphorus, and phosphorus, sugar, and nitrogen base are there. This is called what? Deoxyribonucleotides are there. In below the diagram, we are observing ribonucleotides are there. Deoxyribonucleotide structures are. It is a structurally functional unit of the DNA. Ribonucleotides are there, structurally functional unit of the RNA. So we discussing here. Okay. Next one. See the DNA, double helical structure we are discussing about in detailed topic is there, the DNA. So which is made up of so many deoxyribonucleotides are there. So which is a double helical structure. This DNA double helical structure, which is discovered by the double helical structure discovered by Watson, Crick also. It is the lowest standard we already studied. Okay, and we are studying here. Okay, see, RNAs are mainly two types are three types are there: mRNA, rRNA, and tRNA as well. mRNA messenger RNA, a single rRNA which is ribosomal RNA, which is helical, and cRNA, tRNA, transfer RNA, which is responsible for the protein synthesis. Okay. And one by one in detail we discuss. This is called carbohydrates. Carbohydrate, which is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and these are the molecules. The carbohydrate biomolecule, macromolecule, which is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is there. So mainly carbohydrates. Okay. See, these carbohydrates are. The carbohydrates are the most abundant organic molecule in nature. Whatever it may be, any organism like plants you can take, animals you can take, okay, and bacteria you can take, virus you can take. These carbohydrates are major. The carbohydrates are the most abundant organic molecule in the nature. Okay, the term of carbohydrate it is derived from French term. The carbohydrate, it is derived from the French term that is hydrate D carbon. Hydrate D carbon is there. Hydrate D carbon is there. Okay, that is the hydrates of the carbon. Already told you what is the carbohydrate formula. Why we can call it? Let us we move to carbohydrate. Carbohydrates. These carbohydrate, which is hydrates of the carbon. Why we can call it hydrates of carbon? General formula CnH2ON is the hydrates of the carbons. So the carbohydrate which is made up of water, the group of carbohydrates which is a water molecule is there. Okay now. So this is what, that's why hydrate decarbons, or it is also known as hydrates of the carbon. See, for example, what happened now? See, in the, for example, you can take n is equal to 6. N is equal to 6. C6. N is equal to 6. H12. H12 and to the form of what? Glucose structure. So one carbohydrate, one glucose structure which contains how many oxygen molecules, how many water molecules are there? Mainly, remember one thing, how many 6 water molecules are there. 6 water molecules are there in this. So, what is the ratio of carbohydrate? So, carbons are 6, hydrogens are 12, and oxygens are what are oxygens are 6 are. 6 1 jar, 6 2 jar, and 6 1 jar. Okay, now. So, right, this is a carbohydrate. What is the ratio of carbohydrates? 1 is to 2 is to 1. What is the ratio? 1 is to 2 is
1 is to 2 is to 2 is to 1.
Yes, this is the ratio of carbohydrate. In this ratio, okay, what is the hydrogen oxygen ratio? Come on, tell me. What is the hydrogen oxygen ratio? Hydrogen
2 is to 1.
2 is to 1. What is the hydrogen and carbon ratio? It is also 2 is to 1. Okay, whereas we can take hydrogen oxygen 2 is to 1 ratio. Okay, so and whereas in okay, hydrogen carbon 2 is to 1 ratio. So that's why the carbohydrate which contains water molecules. Okay, now right. So this is very important about the carbohydrate introduction. And now next functions of carbohydrates. What is the main function of carbohydrates, right? So the most abundant this carbohydrate, the storage of the energy. Storage of the energy. Most abundant source of the energy. 1 gram of carbohydrate nearly. Okay, nearly. So any carbohydrate. Of course, one glucose is oxidized to release 4.2 kilocalories energy. But generally, the one carbohydrate to oxidize to release 4 calories. 4 calories per gram. 4 calories per gram of energy to process. It is these carbohydrates precursors of many organic compounds. These carbohydrates are precursors of the many organic compounds like fats, amino acids. Okay, so if the fats are fats to be formed required, okay, for the carbohydrates. Amino acids to be formed require the energy, the compulsory required carbohydrates, and these carbohydrates present in the proteins also, to made up of proteins also, that is called what glycoproteins. It is combined with proteins, but glycoproteins. It is combined with the lipids, but glycolipids. Okay, in the cell membrane. The cell membrane, which is made up of lipoproteins. Lipoproteins. Okay, and it is mainly this carbohydrate. And function, so which is responsible, the carbohydrate responsible for the energy production and growth and development and fertilization, very important. Okay, and these carbohydrate, okay, which is present in the cell, which is present in the plants, looking like a polysaccharide, that is cellulose. Like a polysaccharide, that is what cellulose. Cellulose, the plants, all the cell wall which is made up of cellulose, the cell wall which is the exoskeletal look like. It is in plants, it is looking like an exoskeletal system. The cellulose is one of the parasite. So cellulose is one of the, you know very well, fiber. It is a fiber which is present in the plants, whereas in different insects also. These cellulose as a exoskeleton is in plants, and when in insects also we can call it. For example, insects body surface of the body which is made up of cellulose. Okay. Next, the cell wall, which is something viral, bacteria. The bacteria cell wall also made up of exoskeleton like plant has a similar structure. Okay, and which is about this cellulose, this carbohydrate, which is responsible for the form of energy, storage form of the energy, like glycogen, like cellulose, like starch, like chitin. So where their body requires, these glycogen releases the energy. So this is a very important about the carbohydrates. And now, what are the carbohydrates? What are the mainly? See, the carbohydrates are based upon the dissolving the water. The carbohydrates can be divided into how many types now? Already you know in graduation level. What is that? Monosaccharides, di and oligosaccharides, or polysaccharides? Polysaccharides are there. This is what very important. Monosaccharides. Mono is the basic unit of the carbohydrate. Basic unit of the carbohydrates. These carbohydrates should not hydrolyze into what now? Water. Should not dissolve. Should not convert into smaller units. Okay. This is what so these hydrolyzed into cannot be hydrolyzed into water and to convert into smaller units. That's why it's called monosaccharides. See, these monosaccharides, the example, glucose, fructose, ribose, deoxyribose. Okay, these are the galactose also. What monosaccharides are there? What are those, man? Glucose, fructose, galactose, deoxyribose,
Ribose.
ribose also. Okay, so this is not very important. And these monosaccharides. So they based on the number of carbon atoms, the monosaccharides, based on the type of function groups, based on the functions of functional group, the monosaccharides can be divided into types. And oligosaccharides. So easily oligo and disaccharide, they can easily further hydrolyze it. Okay. So for example, disaccharide hydrolyzed into form of monosaccharides. Okay, these oligosaccharides, example, okay, disaccharides are there, trisaccharides are there, and tetrasaccharides are there, easily hydrolyzed. Okay, and polysaccharides. These polysaccharides are non-crystalline, non-soluble, that means in water. They are not soluble in water. So, and tasteless. For example, you can take starch, there is no taste. Tasteless, and hydrolysis giving a molecule of monosaccharides. That's why I already told you. The structurally functional unit of the polysaccharide is known as what now? Monosaccharides. So the polysaccharides. So this polysaccharide example, what now? Starch and
Glycogen
and cellulose and chitin.
Glycogen.
Starch, cellulose, glycogen and chitin also, which is there in the polysaccharides. Okay, this is a very important thing. And already told you now, monosaccharides, in detail, the classification of monosaccharides, in detail, the function of the, based upon the carbon atoms, based upon the function, we'll discussing about these monosaccharides in tomorrow. Okay, okay. So on Monday onwards, we'll be discussing about this. Today the session is completed. Thank you very much. This is Krishna, HOD of Zoology. Signing out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.